Hi, welcome to Heal Thyself. This week's episode is on Cymatherapy. I'm Lily Woods with Body Harmonics. I've spent the last 20 years educating myself on many holistic modalities and applying the lens of my education in neuroscience, neuropsychological assessment, and quantum physics and quantum mechanics. My goal is to help you gain knowledge on these topics from a broad perspective so that you can take control of your wellness journey. This week, I'll expose you to the world of cymatics through the vantage point of Cyma Technologies' Cymatherapy. What is cymatherapy? Cymatherapy uses sound frequency patterns that have been researched to impact your physical, emotional, behavioral patterns, and your energy body to promote resonance in your body with the healthy frequency patterns that the body already knows. Resonance is the state where your body recognizes the frequency. Our bodies do have a healthy state that we want to resonate with. And when you promote these frequencies and apply them to the body, your body already knows and tries to adjust its current functioning back to the frequency that it resonates with. Cymatherapy was coined by Mandara Cromwell of Cyma Technologies and advances the research of Dr. Hans Jenny and Dr. Peter Guy Manners. These healing approaches have been structured in very complex protocols within the amazing tools available from Cyma Technologies. Today, we're going to discuss the AMI 850. The acoustic meridian intelligence technology was developed with 40 years of research on sound healing and complex frequency patterns. The machine applies these complex frequencies through either the palms of the hands or the soles of the feet, and it utilizes the traditional Chinese medicine meridians in the body. You'll notice here on the AMI 850 that I'm displaying that we're also charging water. This water is easy water, and it's something that you can use between sessions, and it's provided with you free with a session. The frequencies in the Cyma technology have 20 pre-designed channels, and they're highly complex compilation of frequencies, and they're researched to target and heal common problems in the body. When Dr. Cromwell first brought Cymatherapy to the United States in 2001, she began her own research in collaboration with many distinguished colleagues. The device was used in research with Dr. Manners in the early research, and then the original cymatic therapy, and utilized the same set of frequencies. Researchers focused on these regeneration and perfusion outcomes, and they were presented by Dr. Anthony Fleming, PhD, and Elizabeth Bauer, RN, to the Bioelectrical Magnetic Society in the periods of 2005 to 2008. The efficacy of cymatherapy was revealed during these initial years of discovery in the US and continued to advance with ongoing research. You'll see in the diagrams that are below that this is a digital thermography of a patient's legs, and the red is showing how inflamed and the pain that they're experiencing in their body. And after 15 minutes of cymatherapy applied, the reduction in the pain and inflammation. So it is really quite astounding what this tool can do. What I do when I'm applying cymatherapy to an individual that comes in for sessions is I start with an intake checklist. I do a medical, physical, and emotional history of the patient, and I do an energy assessment using the personal wavelength. And I cover the physical, the emotional, the dental health, and the energy body in that assessment. I gather all that information together. I review their current medications and supplements to make sure that I understand what I need to do for that individual. Then we come up with a protocol that should be applied for the individual's personal concerns and problems that they're experiencing at this time. For example, when a client presents with stomach problems, my research begins with the digestive system. I'll track down through the body and the meridians that this digestive system touches, and with the pendulum, and it's calibrated to an individual's personal wavelength. The pendulum will tell me as I go down and assess the frequencies with the calibration of the frequency on the pendulum, um, where exactly the problems exist by how the pendulum moves, either clockwise or counterclockwise, and the strength of that rotation. So I gather all that information together and do further research as needed. And when I have that information, I can identify blockages that need to be cleared and what protocols will best remediate the problems that we're finding in this individual case. Dental health and the procedures that people have had in their mouths or with their dentals also create problems within the body. Each tooth is aligned with different parts of the body and different sections of the body. And at times when a dental issue is resolved, the related stomach or breathing problems that a person is experience also resolve. So the dental health is also something we consider very strongly. The different Cymatherapy treatment approaches that can be applied will result from the assessment. So the different protocols, I will evaluate what the current state of an individual is, and then we'll decide on a therapeutic approach and the priorities of those approaches. If somebody's coming in and they've been through a procedure and they're in pain and they have inflammation and they're trying to resolve that and try to get off some medications, I usually start with a stress protocol and then also pain and inflammation. If somebody is not feeling well and they might have toxicity in their body that I've found and maybe very emotional and have symptoms with their body of just stress and anxiety, I'll use the body balancing A and the body balancing E, which is immune system support and the nervous system and emotional regulation support. If they have more problems related to chronic fatigue, neuropathy, or other long-term chronic illnesses, fibromyalgia, etc., I'll focus on the cellular dance and possibly the immune shield together. And what those will do is really concentrate on the frequencies that promote really good cellular growth and structure, and then also really strengthening the immune system. All of the Cymatherapy sessions are 6-week set periods with 2 or 3 days a week of treatments. And also the easy water that I spoke of earlier, which an example of is right here for pain and inflammation. We put that bottle on the AMI 350 filled with exclusion zone water, which is prepared using a vortex system and heating and letting the water sit for a period of time to make sure that it's promoted to have the stickiness of an exclusion zone water. Is highly healthy for you and comes out with the H3O2 chemical balance. This is really good for your body. It clears off free radicals and it helps with cellular structure growth, etc. And so that's really good to promote and introduce frequencies to that you can use in between your sessions to also reinforce the frequencies in your body. So that's a lot about Cymatherapy this week. I hope that was helpful for you. There's so much more to learn about it, and I'll be covering more advanced topics in weeks to come. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like my presentation today, and also my Facebook page where I have different blogs and different information on different modalities that we have at Body Harmonics. Thanks so much for joining me today. Once again, here's the different modalities for Body Harmonics. I'm Lily Woods. Very glad to have you today in my presentation. Look forward to seeing you again next week when we're covering vagus nerve stimulation. Thanks so much for joining.